Alright, buddy. It's time for me to be useful once. Load me up. Hello! I heard you like stones. Not minerals, stones. Essence stones to be more precise. It's about time that we presented you some official builds our design team recommends. So here's Sebastian showcasing some mighty abilities you are invited to test yourselves.
Essence stones are powerful abilities to complete your arsenal. There are over 100 unique effects to explore in Atlas Fallen, which also synergize on many ways. And we are here today to explore some of these synergies in builds. If you like to keep your distance and enemies just tend to get a bit out of reach, I would recommend you to check out this range build. First, we have the active Essence Stone, Hurling Hammer. When using this Essence Stone, you throw a hammer, which also comes back, damaging enemies on both ways. Next, we have Blooming Calamity, which allows you to shoot an orb at your target. You can release it early to quickly damage some enemies, or you can charge it up and really deal some damage. And now for the grand finale, we have Celestial Doom, which allows you to call down a huge hammer from the sky, damaging all enemies and really just leaving dust behind. To elevate your build to the next level, we recommend you to use these passive Essence Stones. First, we have Providential Blades, which has the chance to shoot additional projectiles at your enemies whenever you use a weapon. Then we have two Tainted Essence Stones, which, if you remember correctly, have a big downside to their very powerful effect. Rampaging Wrath, which will increase the damage you deal, but also the damage you take. And Erratic Hive, which has the chance to shoot projectiles whenever you use an active Essence Stone, like you did not have enough already, though it will also increase your cooldown. In case this build was too aggressive for you and you want something more defensive, or even with co-op functionality, I would recommend you the following build. For active Essence Stones, I would recommend you to check out the Sand Barrier Essence Stone, which allows you to create, well, a sand barrier in front of you, which also allows your co-op partner to stand behind it, and it protects you from any projectiles your enemy might throw at you, and also lasers. And by the way, it also slows enemies. Next, you should take Soothing Ground, which allows you to create a healing aura, which is for anyone who ever runs out of idle charges. By the way, it also works on your co-op partner, so you can heal both of you. If you want to be the center of attention and you potentially see your co-op partner being surrounded by a lot of waves, I recommend you to use Stronghold Strike. It allows you to jump in, create a huge defense area, and by the way, also deal a lot of damage. If you want to support your co-op partner even more, don't look further. Here are some passive Essence Stones for you. Momentum Pact, which triggers whenever you use an active Essence Stone, generates momentum for you and your co-op partner. And in case your co-op partner tends to die a lot, I would recommend you to use Idol's Restoration. It allows you to generate healing charges way faster, which then, of course, allows you to pick up your co-op partner. Okay, I said this is way more defensive, but in case you still want to do some damage, I would recommend you to use Affliction Mark, which generates stacks on the enemy whenever you hit it, and as soon as you reach enough stacks, the enemy explodes. And if both of you have the stone equipped, it goes even faster. And in case you don't really care about aggressiveness or defensiveness or your co-op partner, hey, we also have the tricks built for you. And it's perfect for people that like to say no, like blue players in Magic. For active Essence Stones we have Disruptive Throw. If you don't like what your enemy is doing, just throw a quick sand deck at them. It will interrupt them and will also slow them down. Hurling Crystal is perfect for a group of enemies. It will stun the first enemy and has a chance to stun all of them. And the big tier 3 stone in this build is Impairing Minefield. Shoot out a bunch of mines, which as soon as an enemy walks into them, they explode, they take damage, and the enemies get slowed on top. And here we have, of course, also some amazing passive Essence Stones that you can use in addition to these powerful effects. First, Crystalline Plague, which triggers as soon as you stun something. It has a chance to stun something in addition. Crystalline Generation. It triggers as soon as you stun something, and it gives you momentum. And in case you want to see them stunned even longer, Lasting Crystallization is at your service. Become the master of the battlefield. It is important to mention that these builds are only options. You have complete freedom to do whatever you want to do with these essence stones. You can combine them in any way and have full control over your build. You can even go ahead and combine some of these essence stones to create some other cool effects. For example, if you like Bloom and Calamity and enemies tend to interrupt you while you're charging your powerful attack, hey, just combine it with Impairing Minefield. They will have a harder time to reach you. Or if you like to use Celestial Doom to call down a huge hammer to destroy your foes, but they tend to jump away, use Hurling Crystal to keep them in place, make them accept their death. And if you dislike the amount of negative effects through Tainted Stones, like for example Rampaging Wrath, which increases the damage you take, you could use defensive Essence Stones, like Stronghold Strike, which increases your defense. As you can see, there are many options to customize your build in Atlas Fallen. Many synergies to explore, many builds to build. And we from Deck13 are looking forward to see what you can come up with.
Feel free to share down below what cool Essence Stone combinations you found yourself. Truth be told, I'm still stuck in the past. This was pre-recorded before the release, and I still don't know if the release was a success or not. I'm stuck here. Like, this is fake. I'm not even inside the game. This is entirely fake. I'm going to leave now. I'm going to play some Magic with my friends. Thank you very much for supporting the game, playing Atlas Fallen. We see each other very soon. I just broke something. Whatever. I don't give a fuck.